Hey, thanks for stopping by and watching Change Kitchen, where once I got diagnosed with diabetes, hypertension, and high cholesterol, I had to make some changes in my life. As I'm trying to live healthier today, I have easy recipes that are healthy, low calorie, low sodium, and works well with my diabetic diet plan. Today I have a recipe for those of you learning how to cook with a healthy meal called a sirloin steak topped with mozzarella and tomato. This recipe is really quick to make and usually takes me about 30 minutes. So, for this recipe, you're going to need a pound of sirloin steak, Mrs. Dash seasoning, olive oil, a half a cup of half cherry tomatoes, and a half a cup of mozzarella, and a half cup of fresh basil leaves. Starting off, I like to tenderize the sirloin steak just a little bit like you see here. Also, while I'm tenderizing the steak, on the stove I set up my skillet and olive oil to warm it up. Maximizing time, this helps to get all the oil hot and of course helps me to get my tenderizing done and season my meat with Mrs. Dash, covering it all over and rubbing it in. Once the steak is all seasoned, I put it in the skillet and cook it for 3 to 5 minutes, typically until it's medium rare, flipping it on both sides to get that nice and brown. Once the steak is brown on both sides and medium rare, I take it out of the skillet and place that to the side to let it cool. So now that my steak is prepped, I'm going to take my same skillet and saute my cherry tomatoes and basil leaves. Once I see that they're ready to go like you're seeing here, I will add the halved mozzarella to mix, cooking it all together, and like you're seeing there, it's melting but coming nice and smooth. Also, as a reminder, when I cut my sirloin steak, I cut it against the grain to have the strips nice and tender and ready to eat. So like you see here, I'm putting that on top for a beautiful finish. As a side dish, I may do some green beans or spinach to add a little color to my plate. And I hope you enjoyed that mozzarella, cherry tomato, and sirloin steak recipe here on Change Kitchen.